Guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining, and to my returning subscribers, you are so welcome. Thank you for also being here. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Very important. Anyways, guys, the UK has announced that students, you can switch skilled worker visa even before you complete your school. Guys, this is absolute good news, and you know why? Because it is very easy, very good. Anyways, let me just take you guys to the past. You know, in the past, in the UK, as a student, and you finish your education, maybe you came for your masters or something, and you finish, guys, after 4 months like this, or within a period of 4 months, just pack your bags and leave. They did not want students to remain in their country. There was no room for bringing or for leaving students, for students to stay behind after their education, which was very bad for students back then. And also, there was nothing like the post-work visa, guys. Like I said, you just finish, you pack your bags and go. So eventually they introduced the post-work visa, and that was in 2020 and 2019. Initially there had been other introductions to the post-work visa, but recently it was introduced in 2019. So students were able to stay behind after their schooling. If you're doing a master's, you stay for after your masters, after you've completed your program, you apply for this post-work visa, and it lasts for 2 years, guys. So you apply for it, and when they grant it to you, you can use it to look for a job. And with this job, you can you can work for more than 20 hours, because here in the UK, students, you're only allowed to work for 20 hours. Stay with me, guys. You're only allowed to work for 20 hours. So with the post-work visa, you're able to work for more than 20 hours. There will be no consequences whatsoever. And then, even if you're a PhD student, the post-work visa was for 3 years, or is for 3 years, because it is still ongoing. But recently, guys, like with this good news, guys, you can now get a company that will sponsor you as a student. When you come in as a student, you can now switch from your tier 4 student visa to a tier 2 skilled work visa, even before the expiration of your visa. Guys, is that not good news? So by the time you switch, even as you're working and you're schooling, and there is nobody or there is no consequence for working for more than 20 hours. You know, recently we've been hearing about the Home Office maybe denying people their post-work visas and all, because they extended their time for working. They were working for more than 20 hours. But just because of the introduction of this rule, you can work for 20 hours on this new rule. So guys, if you're students coming into the country, or you're already here in the country, this is absolute good news, because by the time you look for a company that can sponsor you so that you can be able to switch from your student visa to a work visa, you are just working, like you can work anytime. You know, usually for you to switch and get your visa, you need the requirement is that you have to work for like 37.5 hours. But with this one, you can work as much as you like, and you can continue your education. Like, you know, some people, maybe their classes are like maybe 3 times a week, 12 times a week, depending, and then they still have to work as little as 20 hours a week. So it must have really been bothering them. But right now, guys, with the introduction of this rule, you can work for more than 20 hours. You can work for more than 20 hours while retaining your while still going to school, while working. And the best part of it all, you are already on a tier 2 work visa, and then after 5 years you get your indefinite leave to remain. So that is absolute good news. You don't even need to wait till you are on a post-work. You need to wait at all till you get that extension of time. That's that 2 years grace that they give you. You don't need to right now. As soon as you come into the country, if you're lucky and you get a job, you can just switch. When you switch, you're just, oh my god, that is very good news, guys. Let me just read it out for you people, so that you can see what they're saying. This is from the Economic Times, yeah? And they're saying that the United Kingdom has made changes in the eligibility criteria of their skilled worker visa. And this skilled worker visa, that's like I explained to you guys, is the one that there's no restriction for your work hours. You're not restricted to 20 hours anymore. And after 5 years, you are on your way to your permanent residency, in a way to indefinite leave to remain, making it easier for international students already in the country to switch over. So if you're in the country, this is good news. If you're intending to come over, this is good news as well. As per the new rules, applicants no longer need to hold a degree level qualification to apply for the skilled worker visa. What did I say? Students who can secure a job offer, from an employer approved by the Home Office can then apply to switch from the current student route visa to the skilled worker visa immediately without any need to complete their degree. Absolute good news. You don't need to complete your degree. Get a good job, you can switch, and that's it, guys. And they say more and more importantly, more international students have been opting for this route since it offers them a cheaper and faster pathway to full-time employment in the UK. You see, guys? So the graduate route, on the other hand, requires students to pay expensive course fees and maintenance for the duration of their course before entering the job market. You can go to school and you can also work. So you're having money, you're going to school, and you're living a better life. And they said to qualify for this visa, that's the eligibility, guys. You must work for an UK employer approved by the Home Office. So there are some employers that are approved by the Home Office. And guys, you need to check if your employer actually is approved by the Home Office. You must have a certificate of sponsorship from your employer with information about the role you've been offered in the UK. So you must have the almighty COS, the certificate of sponsorship, guys. You must do a job that is on the list of eligible occupations. You must be paid a minimum salary, and how much depends on the type of work you do. You already know that one. And then, guys, it says you must be able to speak, read, write, and understand English. And you will usually need to prove your knowledge of English when you apply. So if maybe you can use the ielts, yes, you can use NARIC, you can also use the ECCTIS or something. So yeah, you said you cannot apply to switch to this visa if you are currently in the UK. So these are the exemptions. You cannot apply if you're on a visit visa, if you're on a short-term student visa, I think for courses that less than 6 months or something. And then if you're on a parent of a child student visa, on a seasonal worker visa, on a domestic worker in a private household visa, and on immigration bill, and also because you were given compassion to stay outside the immigration rules, for example, on compassionate grounds. So how much will it cost? When you apply for a skilled worker visa, you will need to have enough to pay the application fee, and the standard fee ranges from £625 to £1,423 depending on your circumstances. Pay the healthcare surcharge. This is usually £624 per year. And if you are applying from inside the UK to extend, switch, or update your visa, the standard fee depends on whether you've been in the UK for up to 3 years. If you're staying in the UK for up to 3 years, you pay £719 per person. More than 3 years, you pay £1,423 per person. And if you've been in the UK for less than 1 year, you will also need to prove you have enough money to support yourself. You will usually need to have at least £1,270 available in your account. And he said you will need to have had the money available for at least 28 days in a row, and day 28 must be within 31 days of applying for this visa. So guys, this is good news. This is really good news. So if you're here in the UK and you've not finished your program, you've not finished your master's or your PhD, you can find a company that would sponsor you, and then you switch without having to finish. When you're doing your post-study work visa, you will pay. Yeah, you have to pay. And then if you're lucky and then you get a job during your post-study work visa, then you will not have to pay again to switch to your tier 2 visa. But with this one, you don't need a post-study work visa. You just switch right ahead, and then you do the payments once and for all, and you're on your path, you're on your way to your tier 2, you're on your way to your indefinitely leave to remain. So guys, like I said, this is good news, and I'm happy to be sharing it with you guys. And please, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment, share with me, what do you guys think about it? Is this good news for students? Do you like what you're hearing? And also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll respond to you. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to watch my other videos, and I'll be bringing you more content every day. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye guys.